Hello everybody, my name is Alex Schiller and welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to be talking about YouTube thumbnails and how you can use Photoshop to create more interesting YouTube thumbnails for people to click on and drag attention to your videos. Let's get started. Starting in Photoshop here, we have a couple of options to kind of decide what kind of YouTube video you're making. There are things like series, whether you're doing a let's play or whether you're doing a series on a specific topic, that can help standardize the thumbnail process for what you need to do and just plug and play what exactly the video is about as you create your thumbnails. Or you can create thumbnails, especially if it's a talking head video, specifically for what the subject matter is. I'm going to show you the first example of what I used for my series for the PC part picker builds, and then we'll go into something more specialized for audio software and equipment. Let's get started. So this is what a standard layout for my PC part picker build series looked like. I have the logo for PC part picker because that is the website we are using to build all of the PCs and give you guys average prices for MSRP. If you want to check that series out, I have a playlist down below. So essentially, basically, what I have is the logo and then my name and then recommendations and then PC build. What I plug in this PC build text box is, if I can get it to click open, there we go, is essentially the price. So the last one we did was $1,500. So I would do that, add a little bit of a space, give myself a little bit more room on that build, and then I would plug that in, and that pretty much sets in stone what the basics are. Just price point, plugging that in, and then plugging in the logo, and then me, and then the recommendations. That's pretty basic every time there. I have the PC part picker logo, my name, and then recommendations saved as like a PSD file, and then I have one single text box that's editable. And then I add essentially an image that kind of goes with whatever we're talking about at the moment. So it could be like a CPU. So I add the CPU and we make it a little bit bigger, probably not that big, give it a little angle, and then boom. And that's pretty much how I developed all of the thumbnails for all of my videos for the PC part picker series. This is pretty plug and play. If you're doing a let's play, for example, I would recommend having like a screenshot of the gameplay about something interesting that happened, and then not necessarily a clickbait title, but wait till you see this move, or wait till you see what happens here, or blah 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 blah, and add a little bit of text layer over it. And it's just as simple as that. You can even spend some time with the green screen software or with an actual green screen, take a couple pictures of you doing this or this or this or whatever to get yourself going in custom thumbnail land. But definitely wanting to have like a standard layout for the series is super important when you're making a episodic series of videos on YouTube. Having a similar thumbnail layout allows for people to find your videos easier and navigate their eyes closer to clicking on your video. So this is the final thumbnail, so I'm not going to be able to directly edit everything for this specific video, but I've been doing a little bit of tutorials on Voicemeeter Potato, and I don't consider it like a series per se. They're just videos that I feel like making in the moment, and Voicemeeter Potato is a newer software, so it's easy material to just kind of put out there and be one of the first people to make videos on it. End of the day, I just made a white background, very standard, something that will allow whatever else I put on that white background to pop off the floor. That's kind of a graphic design and photography idea of having like white borders around designs or around photos, is dragging you into the idea that you're trying to portray. And for me, it was the Voicemeeter software, so I literally I found a PNG of the actual software layout on Google, and I just slapped that in there, added a little bit of text, found this little red record button, and slapped all of that on to a white background so it popped a little. It gave the color scheme of Voicemeeter Potato, so it kind of looked like it was professional, had that whole audio board on there, so it looked a little complex, but it looked like I was going to help you figure out the complexity, gave you a little idea of what the video was to come. So general ideas for creating thumbnails is always have something that you can portray to your audience as like a little snippet of what's to come in the video. Give a little bit away, not too much, but give them a little snippet that will drag them in. That's all marketing, graphic design, and photography really is dragging people into the focal point of what you want them to receive from your art. And so that's essentially what thumbnail design is for me. It's as simple as putting stuff on a white background or taking like a photo that I have. Oh, it just disconnected the toolbar. That's like F minus number 1. All right, so we'll go ahead and close this, and I'll show you one more example of a thumbnail. No, I don't want to save. I don't. I said no. No. And then one more example of a thumbnail. Pretty simple. Oh, they can't find the video. How about this one? Cool. Now, if this isn't a thumbnail for me, this is just my profile picture. But if I was like taking simple portraits, something like that. Oh, that's big. That's big. We don't want color dropper. We want to bring this down a little bit. We'll make this 60. Oh no, I made it so I went back. God, this video is tanking. Tanking simple portraits. I would give this a white to bounce off all the dark colors in this image. Tanking simple portraits. And what I would do here is I would expand this all the way. I would make portraits all capital. And then simple would have a capital S. I hate the way that they do stuff like this now. Can you just let me? Good Lord. Taking simple portraits. Always have capital letters in your thumbnails. It just adds for better eye-catching effect. I would actually left align this so that it kind of fits a little bit better. It doesn't fit across the white over here, but I want it to visually look a little bit better. So we're going to take this, and then we're just going to give it a black. Then I lose it in the shirt. So if we give it kind of an orange undertone, maybe we find some greens that it might like. Let's go a little bit darker on the green. So a little bit less there. We'll give it a little bit of a stroke. If I can find that over here somewhere. It's not going to give it to me, so we can go to our blending options. And then we'll go to stroke. Get that, just a little bit to pop off the page. So timping simple portraits. This is not necessarily the color scheme I would use. I'm just giving an example. But to pop it off the background so it's not blending in with either of the two dark colors, but it's not blending in with the white either. Gives you an example of how I would frame a specific thumbnail, like taking simple portraits, having portraits in all capital letters. So it's like the main focal point of the video is portraits, not simplicity or taking photos. It's the portrait photography mindset. So that's pretty much what I see in the thumbnail world. Just again, catching people's eye, not necessarily clickbait wise, but just catching people's eye to give them a snippet of what your video is going to be about and make them interested, have it aligned so it's visually pleasing. If you guys want more videos on this, please let me know. Leave it in the comment section down below or our Discord for the photography section, and I will let you guys in on more secrets that I have for this if you guys are that curious. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like this video if you liked it. Subscribe if you want to see more of the content that I'm making, and I will see you guys in the next video. Okay, bye.